Hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial by Shana's Home DIY and Crafts. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to create this beautiful baby girl name sign. If you want to see how I do so, then keep on watching. So here I'm sharing with you guys an 18-inch wood round and the type of stain that I used to stain this wood. I did not stain this on camera because I have tons of video of how I stain a wood, which if you want to see how I do so, you can check those out. It's going to be in the iCard above. After this video, you can check that out. So I use dark walnut in the MinWax wood finish to stain the wood, and that's the wood sign 18-inch round wood. I got that from Hobby Lobby if you want to know where I get it from. So I went on my Cricut. I'm also not going to show you that because you could look at other videos of how I did with the Cricut. So here I went ahead and I type up the kid name, and I went ahead and cut that out with my Cricut. So after staining my wood, I leave that to dry for 24 hours. Now I'm using a lint roller to wipe off any debris that's on the wood. Now, if you've seen some of my other video, you may notice that I kind of like do a sealer over the wood first, so I don't have problem with sticking of the vinyl. But sometimes I don't do that, but it's an extra step you could do, and you will also see that in some of my other videos. That's for wood sign if you want to check that playlist out. Okay, so here I am. I have OCD, so you don't have to do this. I'm just using my lint roller to roll off anything that's on this vinyl, and that's only because I do tons of different type of crafting, from glitter to bitter. I'm just kidding, there's no bitter, but from glitter to everything. So in my little craft area here has a lot of debris and all kind of stuff. So that's all. So anyways, I am using my transfer sheet, and this transfer sheet is an old one. I've been using it for a little bit. I think this is going to be the last use of it. And I like using the used transfer sheet when it comes to my wood, because sometimes the transfer sheets are so strong, it pulls up your wood, especially depends on the type of wood. If you're using those smaller, thinner piece, that I call them the cheaper ones from Hobby Lobby, even though it's $15 for the wood round, it's cheaper versus the big, thicker ones that are better wood that's from Lowe's and Home Depot. Okay, so you'll see my other sign, I'm using the thicker wood from Lowe's and Home Depot, but this is a thinner wood from Hobby Lobby and believe it or not, $15 plus tax, not to mention my gas. If you're not new here, I calculate everything and the cost. So here we are. After I got the name on the transfer sheet, I flip that over. After burnishing that, I'm just going to go ahead and peel back my backing off so I could get my letter on the wood. So if you guys notice, I made the N a little bigger than I would for the rest of the name because I want that to stand out. So here I am going ahead and just eyeballing that. If you notice, I kind of like tape the name to the wood sign, so this way I won't have problem getting the name straight across, because remember, we have this big old N and then the rest is small, and we do want that big old N because we want it to stand out, and we don't want to have this big old sign. It's a good size sign. It looks small on the camera, and that's because I have to zoom out, so I ain't been in the video so you can see. So it does look smaller, but take your tape measurement out and measure 18-inch, good size. Okay, so now that I leave that part so I could the rest of the name, so this way I could properly place my N. So once I place the N on, I'm just going to use my little burnishing tool, and I'm going to squeegee that on. I'm going to use my little squeegee and scrape that on, like, put pressure. I'm putting a lot of pressure to make sure this stick to the wood. Okay, so that's all I'm doing. You burnish that on, and once you feel like it's okay and it's good, you're going to go ahead after doing that and slowly pull back your transfer sheet. So if you're pulling up your transfer sheet and you're having problem with your letter coming up, go back again, put it back down, and just burnish over it more. Okay, or you could go ahead and just keep watching. I'm going to show you a trick to permanent vinyl, but I really love these vinyl. It's my first time using this brand vinyl for permanent vinyl, and I'm gonna tell you, it's not a lot of vinyl on the rack because I got it from Hobby Lobby, but the good thing is I paid $2 for it because it was on sale. Originally it was, I think, $5, and I got it on sale for $2. So that's the good thing. I bought these last year, last year when they were going, summer was changing over, and that was a good time to get these because now I'm actually using it. I probably could get about 2 sign out of it, but come on now. It's really good quality. I'm going to see if I could find it on Amazon or somewhere where I could get more than just the small amount that's on the roll, because it's really nice for a permanent vinyl. So if you're not new with Cricut, then you'll know some of these permanent vinyls sucks. Every time you try to weed it, it it's a problem, it gets trouble, and especially if you're not like an experienced Cricut user, permanent vinyl can be a pain in the butt. And it's also a pain in the butt with small writing. So I really like these. These are really good for small writing. So anyways, let me stop talking about that and you guys can see what I'm doing. We burnish that over with the same transfer sheet because Shayna don't waste anything. And if you guys are new to this and just having your first baby, niece, nephew, whatever, and want to make this, guys, don't throw away your transfer sheet after you first use it. This transfer sheet has tons of use in it. And especially for some of your items, if you're going to ever continue to make stuff and not just the baby name, you have so much use in it because when you first use it, it's so sticky, this thing will pull your heart out. So I save these for like my balloons, my bouquet and stuff, so it doesn't get so sticky. But they also have that that's not so sticky, that won't ruin your project, so you could buy those. But guess what? I have tons of roll of this that I got from Tech Rack, from Cricut, when years ago on sale, and I'm not gonna, I'm gonna be using that. I think this one is from Tech Rack. So anyways, I'm just doing the same thing you've seen me do with the the end. Squeegee it on, burnish it on, put some pressure. I'm putting pressure to make sure this bad boy stick to the wood, okay? Now, when you're pulling back your transfer sheet, you see how I'm pulling that back nice, closer to the writing. I'm not just pulling it towards me. Make sure you don't pull that towards you because guess what? You may just pull the letters back off. So we're using that same transfer sheet and I'm going to do the next part. And the beauty about letting this wood dry for 24 hours, there is no debris coming up, I tell you. And then because I use my lint roller, there's no type of debris coming up on this transfer tape. And then like I said, it's going to be the last use. So goodbye transfer tape. I'm going to miss you in the future. But I saved them all. I've been using this for about a month now on different projects, believe it or not. So this is the final use. So again, before I use it on a balloon, I'm going to have to find like a project that's not going to get ripped, like a cup. I don't know, something else. Sometimes I kind of like get like a towel and kind of slow down the stickiness on a towel. Like not a towel, because towel has, not like a towel that you used to take a shower, like a kitchen towel, because that's more like, those cotton ones to get the stickiness down, because they're very, very sticky and they're strong and they could like rip stuff. So that's what I do. I mean, maybe if you have any tips and tricks for me, then feel free to type it in the comment section. But if you don't, take mine, okay? So anyways, that we're doing, burnishing is nothing crazy. It's just the same old, same old, same. All right, so if it's your first time here, my name is Shayna. On this channel, I do a lot of home DIY projects and different type of crafting. If it's not your first time here, hey, welcome back, and thank you guys so much for your continuous love and support. Couldn't have done it or been this far without you guys. So you see, I'm showing you guys, I'm using my small hand press here. And if you guys notice, there's 3 dots where you could heat it up. But I'm going for 1. So if you are not confident or if you have problem with your vinyl sticking, I didn't have problem with my vinyl sticking, but I still use this on every permanent vinyl that I use on wood sign, because I'm not going to sell my wood sign and then a week later somebody say, oh, your vinyl is coming off, because I'm not going to hand paint these. You could create stencil and hand paint it. I used to do that. I used to create stencil and hand paint it, and I feel like people cannot pay me enough for my time and my material, because everybody wants things for cheap. And things ain't cheap over here, baby. These things are not cheap. So I said, all right, since you want it for cheap, we'll sell it for cheaper, but we won't hand paint names on anymore. We're going to just put the vinyl. Instead of using this to make a stencil and then buying all the paint to paint it on, we're going to be using vinyl and sell it cheaper. So we're even. Are we square? Yeah. So anyways, so now the name is on. So that's my little trick I was telling you early on in the video. If you have problem getting your permanent vinyl down, don't get discouraged. And if you have a small mini press, just put it on the lowest setting and run it across. You're not pressing 5 seconds like you're pressing a t-shirt. You're just running that across to make the adhesive underneath that vinyl melts up a little and to keep that down. And since I learned that trick, I do it whether my vinyl is coming up or not, because it's beautiful. You'll thank me later if you try it. Just try it. I'm pretty sure you'll come back here and say thank you. Or you'll find me on Instagram, because most of my followers find me on Instagram. They drop in my DM to find me on Instagram. So don't forget to follow me over there on my social media page. So here I am. I'm using some polyurethane, and this is the water-based polyurethane. And I'm just using a little foam brush, and I'm just sealing this. I like to seal all my sign. Okay, sometimes I use the oil-based. Depends on the color of the sign. I'll use oil-based. But this is a baby's name sign. It's going to be inside their house. It's going to be on their wall over their crib. So I'm using water-based because I tell you, these wood with the stain, if you are a wood sign maker or you ever use stain, you know these things has very strong smell, and it takes a while before the smell goes away. takes a while, and this is just staying for 24 hours. So it takes some time before that stay. So if you are going to sell wood sign and stuff like that, stay in your wood in advance. So that's what I did. Like today, I literally stained 20 pieces of wood because it's springtime and people want wood sign. Plus, guys, I am so excited to share with you, if you're not new, that I'm getting ready for all these craft fairs. Oh my God. And this is why I haven't been posting too much. So I'm so sorry. And then one of the things is, you guys are really not interested in my craft. You're interested in me doing the outdoor works, which is coming up soon because the springtime coming soon. So yes, just stay tuned, but I have to do what I have to do to make my money, okay? So anyways, off camera, I went ahead and I did 2 coats of the sealer on this. So if you guys notice, this is a different day after I leave it to dry, and then I'm going to put my flower on. So here I'm using some flower. Don't ask me the name of these, but these are some Greenery. You can get these at Hobby Lobby. I want to say Joann Fabric, but they're going out of business, so we're going to say Michael's and forget Joann Fabric. So Hobby Lobby, you can buy them on Amazon, wherever, okay, whatever floats your boat. Those little flower, they're from Amazon, and I got those for, this was for the girl's baby shower. So she actually have me, I said, I'm going to make a name sign as a gift for her. So I collect back these flowers because I'm like, what are you going to do with all these flowers? I want them. I said, all right, I got something to do with them. So I chose to surprise her with this gift. She hasn't get it yet, so I hope she's not watching this video, because then she's going to know about the surprise. Please don't tell her. Shh. Don't tell her. Okay, come here. Don't tell her. Okay, we're going to surprise her. She's not going to watch this. I promise. She ain't going to watch this unless I send her the video. Most of these, my friends, they don't watch my videos. I'm telling you. People who watch my videos are dead strangers that I don't even know. People who I know, my family, my friends, they don't watch it. Every now and then, if I send it to them in a group, then they'll watch it. But other than that, nah, they don't watch it. So she won't even know. That's the best part of it. You make these things. So anyways, cut that down, cut the step down. I'm going to be using my electric stapler. You don't have to get an electric stapler. If you have a handheld one, heavy duty, go for it. I have a handheld one, heavy duty, but since I have this electric one, my life has changed, okay? Because if you're doing just one, then that's fine. But I do multiple stuff with this freaking electric stapler gun. I build a bed with this. So, and also, if you want to go check that video out on how I build my own bed, guys, it's going to pop up right after this video, I promise. So you could watch that. I will also have the playlist to my other wood signs, so you go check those out. Okay, or if not, then thank you for watching. And if you make it this far throughout the video, you're the real deal. I appreciate each and every one of you. So don't forget before you go to give this video a big thumbs up. If you like what you see, you're also subscribed to the channel, okay? I appreciate you guys, and make sure you turn your notification bell on. Therefore, you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Now, my dog does not like the sound of this damn stapler gun, because it go pow, pow, pow. So anyways, enough of that. I'm just lining out these flowers because I just feel like I want to use each and every single color that I have from this. You don't have to do that. You could leave it right where I just went just now. You could put 3 on and call it a day. But I have 4 different colors, and I want to be extra because I can be extra. So I want to put 4 on it. Now, if I was making this to sell it, you don't get 3, because if I put 4, you're gonna have to pay for the extra one. I do sell these, but this is for my friend. I make this for my friend. Okay, I wanted to make this for her as a gift, and she's gonna be so happy because these aren't cheap. Go on Etsy and check them out. They're like $165 a piece. Okay, and if you see the cheap ones, make sure you read. If you see those cheap ones, that you're gonna come here and tell, oh, that's expensive because I've seen it cheaper. I want you to do me a favor, buy it and tell me what size you get. Don't read anything, just go buy it. Or you could do yourself a favor and read the description, because those are smaller. You're 12 inches. So if you think you could get these for $50 and $30, make sure you read carefully the description, because the pictures will fool you because it looks big, but it's a 12 inch, not an 18 inch. And if you want to talk into 200, we're looking at a 20 inch. Okay, so she's going to be happy. So I can do whatever I want because this is for my friend. So I'm going to be using some hot glue here, because originally I pulled the stem out because I was going to glue the flower to the wood. But then I came up and I'm like, you know what? No. What I did, I actually put the stem back, cut it down a little bit, and then I kind of make a twister. I twist these and wrap these wires in between one another and use the stapler to staple it in. Because this way I feel like it's more secure. It's not going to fall apart. But if you use really strong adhesive or strong hot glue, like the Gorilla Hot Glue and stuff, it's not going anywhere. If you watch some of my other wood sign, I use glue and it's still standing, ain't going nowhere. But of course, why use glue when you could staple it? Because hey, I could staple it, so I staple it. But if you don't have to do all of that. So look at that, how pretty that looks so far. You see how pretty that is so far? Beautiful. I love how it is looking so far. And she never told me what color. I just make up my own stuff because I feel like I can make up my own stuff. I just know that it has to be some kind of purple because she said she don't like pink. So, and the flowers were purple, so of course. So here I am doing the same exact thing to the opposite side from the name. So it's nothing different, nothing extra. It's the same thing you just watched me did down there. I'm doing over here. And of course, my big nose is showing here. So go ahead and type a comment about my nose versus the sign. My nose is bigger than the sign, but I love it. Guess what? I love it. Anyways, so that we're doing. So just messing around with these roses to make sure they looks nice. Looks nice like a pound of rice. Yeah. So anyways, just playing around with those, doing all of that and fluffing it. And there you have it, just like that. The wood sign is done. So what I want to do, because we want to hang this above the baby's crib or wherever she's going to hang it. I don't know. I don't live in her house. She could put it wherever she want to put it. She could put it on her front door. She could put it on the baby's door. She could put it over the changing table, over the crib. She could even give it to this kid when she's moving out at the age of 23. I hope. So here I am. Don't do this, guys. So I'm using some purple ribbon, and because this thing frizz or roll out or reel out, I'm using a lighter here to like burn the edge so it doesn't burn up. Please, if you're watching this video and you attempt to make this, do not use a lighter to do that. Do not do what I do. I'm from a third world country. I was born and raised in a country where we make things happen. So I'm good at this. So please do not try to do this and say you saw Shana do it. This is an hazard. Don't do that. But this is because I was born and raised in a third world country. We know how to make things work. So if you have some trouble with your ribbon reeling or raveling out, just keep cutting it till you have no more ribbon. Or you could freaking use some hot glue and seal that off and burn your finger. But of course, I have to use a freaking lighter. So don't do that. All because I seen my mom doing that when I was a kid, a lighter. So it was a very cloudy day, and I'm upstate New York, up north. It's freaking cold, okay? And it's been a cloudy, rainy day. So I took it outside because I wanted some natural light so you could get a better glimpse of what this sign looked like versus in my basement with that bright light. So I brought it outside and I hang it on one of the tree. You can see the woods behind there, you know, and I hang it out there. And this is what it looks like. It's absolutely, tell me, gorgeous. This is beautiful. Guys, this is so easy to make. It takes a lot. It takes some time, but it's easy to make, okay? I know somebody's going to ask me what font I'm using. If you make it this far throughout the video, do not ask me what font I'm using because I'm going to be putting that font in the description box below because I did not show you how I cut this name out. And if you want to see how I cut these name out, I'm going to be having a bunch more wood sign coming because I am preparing for a craft fair. However, I may not have a big old N like that because I'm doing wood sign for doors, not baby's name. So this is a simple, easy task. And if you have a 12 by 12 mat, you could just cut out the end first and then cut out the rest after. It's 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. But a lot of people think it's hard. It's not hard, but it's easy for me to say because I'm used to doing it. Or if you have like a 12 by 24 mat, then you could cut it all on one mat. So enough of me talking. I know I talk a lot. I know I talk loud. So I know you guys heard me loud and clear. You just got to listen unless you're like, you can't hear. But I'm also going to be having like the caption so you can read that. So again, if you make it this far throughout the video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Type me a comment in the comment section because I love to interact with you guys. I reply to every comment. So if you have any question, go ahead and ask me a question, but don't ask me a question that's in the video because you didn't watch the video or you skip over it, okay? So that's all I'm saying. Again, also, if you feel like you want to do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and turn the notification bell on, I'll gladly appreciate you, and also this will help YouTube to know that you guys are interested in this video to send it out to more people. Go ahead and share it out to your friends and family. This way they won't miss out all the good stuff that's happening on the Shana's Home DIY and Craft videos, okay? And also don't forget to follow me over on my social media page. And go ahead, guys, and check out my TikTok shop. I don't have much in there because This gal is a busy gal, okay? We're preparing for craft fair, working full time. We're trying to get YouTube going. We're very busy over here, but I'm trying my best. So please see with me, guys. See with me. I'm very busy, but I'm trying my best. And it's very discouraging when you make all these videos and you guys don't watch them. You get one view. So it's like, okay, why would I take time out of my time to do these when I have so much more to do and people are not watching? It's very discouraging. So with all that being said, I know I talk a lot. Like I always say, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Until next time, be blessed and bye for now.